Alright guys, we're carrying on our Cataclysmic Impact Giant Form Clash streak, and we're jumping into stage number 5, and the missions we have to complete in this one are another one without using a support item, and using 5, so we don't need a full team, of corroded body and mind units. So remember, we only need 5 of them, so we don't actually need a full team, so I am going to run Baby as the lead. So we're of course going to bring the Rose units. That already puts us up at 3. We only need 2 more. Gonna go with this free-to-play Easy A Zamasu unit. And then to finish off, I think I'm gonna go with Super Easy A Int Janemba just for all that dodge. And then the final unit we could bring with us, I mean, we can choose anyone. Anyone for the Battle of 8 side of things. We can choose a Mega, which I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to do because he's good. And then we can take advantage of that domain. And then we can run dual Omegas, essentially, by having a friend lead. So let me know how you found these missions down in the comments. Maybe this will finally be the time we complete 2 missions simultaneously. But let me know how you find it down in the comments. And as always, we're jumping in completely blind. I forgot to hit record as soon as we got back to the Golden Grey Ape. I used an item. I'm not gonna lie, I used the Sensu Bean. It means that we actually survived that last turn. Rose took like almost 700k damage on a crit, but we survived, and that's all that matters. Janemba, dodge or die, I believe. I have faith in the dodge. Please don't let me down. But one thing, you actually do quite a bit of damage to the Golden Grey Ape. Both the Omega Shenrons cleared him. They demolished his HP. I mean, as you can see, we've literally only been in against him for 1 turn, and we've done a ton of damage. I mean, that's probably because every time we hit him, he loses defense, so we can do even more. But there we go. It only took me 2 turns. Really annoying that I forgot to hit record as soon as we jumped back in, but it is what it is. As always, if you are struggling to do these missions, just split them up. You know, if you're struggling to do the category mission, do you know what? I'm going to go for the damage with Zamasu, then switch back into Rose. If you're struggling to do the missions, like doing this, Jesus Christ, that was a lot of damage. But if you're struggling to do the category mission along with not using items, just do the mission, the category mission first, then come in and no item run it. I mean, this one definitely seems a lot more doable, but the fact that you're constantly taking 50% of your total HP in the beginning and then leaving yourself very, very vulnerable to then potentially taking a lot of damage from the Golden Grey Ape, because again, I don't know the numbers of this. So like, he's also still critting us on Super, but Rose keeping us in it, and then Rose is also going to make sure you're not going to be in it. But at the end of the day, if you need to use items, use the items and then jump back in. You know, at the end of the day, all that matters is that if you get your missions complete. How you do it is irrelevant. As long as they get done, you get your missions done, you beat the stage, and you get your rewards. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And all in all, I'm not going to lie, I think that one would have been the most doable without using an item, but I didn't want to take the risk dying again. But there we go, 1 mission down. We're going to hop back in and do this with no items. We're back in again. We are ready. Golden Freeze can go in slot 1. We've got our juiced up version of the team. To be fair, there's only a couple units difference. You know, both Golden Freezes have made it on the team, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, the team is kind of the same. So again, I want to say this one's probably the most doable to complete all the missions together. It's just Goku's gimmicks are just a little bit jarring. You know, he can leave you in a pretty bad spot for the fact that he constantly does 50%. I say constantly for 2 turns because there's 6 charges. But there's nothing you can do about it apart from potentially bring Sensu Beans and heal. Or even Ushers to skip some of the Golden Grey Ape turns. But constantly having 50 HP or 50% HP done to your health as damage, yeah, it makes the second phase a little bit techie. I mean, it's even more techie when you don't know the numbers, but that's, you know, that's part and parcel. That's part of all the fun, you know, hopping into these complete. But I definitely think this is very much doable. I said, out of all the stages so far, even though I don't think I've done any stage without doing, like, the no item missions together with the other ones. I don't think I've managed to do all the missions in one run once, which is a little bit embarrassing. But here we are. But in terms of the most doable, by doing all the missions together. I mean, this one's only got 2. The last couple have only had 2 missions rather than 3. I definitely feel like this one's probably the most likely you are to do them together. Now, I'm going to let Baby stay here. Doesn't really matter where I put you, because no matter what, we have to finish off this rotation, because we're stuck here with the final 3 charges. I mean, at least we're out the way of the whole 50% damage done to your health of your max HP, which I think is absolutely criminal, by the way. That is honestly a ridiculous amount of damage to do to your total health each turn. Like, I think that is crazy to do, but that's just my opinion. But I think this one's definitely, I think we can do this. I don't feel like we're gonna die. I don't feel like we're gonna die in this run. I feel like we got this. I feel like we've got this. Because then we can just switch into Gogeta at one point, give him enough orbs, he's dodging everything while doing a lot of damage. Or we can use Golden Frieza's active skill, take all that attack, and then send it straight back to you. Oh, okay. I mean, one thing's for certain, that's getting popped. We know Rose can survive these, but that is with full health. He does take about just under 700k on a crit. So Golden Frieza was going in slot 1. I mean, that helps his build up. I'm going to leave Rose here. No. Actually, to be fair, it doesn't really matter who I leave here. But I'm going to leave Omega here. I'm going to take Rose off. To be fair, that actually worked out for picking up same type orbs to get some healing in. No super attack straight away this time. We are doing a 40 mil attack stat though with type advantage, which I'll definitely take with some good build up on AGL Golden Frieza. So good damage, very good damage. One of the few stages where we actually do noteworthy damage to the giant form part. Still no super attack. Don't tell me it's in slot 2. Or don't tell me either it's going to be in slot 2 and it's not in... I mean, to be fair, actually, it doesn't matter where your super attack is. It's now irrelevant because we just attack broke you. So if that was your super attack, guess what? You ain't going to get to do shit. Unlucky. Unlucky. Damn, I was going to say, are we about to one-turn him? No, because Rose just didn't feel like additional supering. But it's all good. And then we can leave this rotation the way it is. And all these AGL key spheres can go to Super Easy A Rose. So we can get some more healing done. We're slowly creeping our health back up. Slowly creeping it back up to where I feel comfortable, to where I feel safe. Good amounts of damage. We're doing well. We're doing very, very well. Got to remember that Super Saiyan 4 Goku does also still crit on super attack. So, got to watch out for that one. All the orbs have been changed. Now, I can either use Golden Freezers and go down here. But, I mean, there's not... There are a decent amount of attacks coming from Goku. But there aren't crazy amounts of supers coming from Goku. Or attacks coming from Goku. So, I'm probably just going to switch into Gogeta instead. Especially because we got all the orb changing. We're guaranteed to get the orbs. So I'm going to do this instead. What do you actually do, by the way? Guaranteed crit, 3% defense for each that receive no more than 60%. Cool. Cool. I mean, at least that means we've still got Golden Frieza and Gogeta's active skills if we need to use them. Yeah, cool. Angry Kamehameha. You're going to be even more angry for the fact that you wasted it. So, you know, hold that. And then you can hold this 50 mil attack stat as well. Yeah, definitely. I know we've got a couple units difference. But considering you can have one unit that isn't on Corroded Body and Mind, I definitely feel like this is the most doable. You just have to get lucky with where your super attacks are coming from. And also potentially with orb changing. So you can get some same type orb healing. Which is very important for that second phase when you're going to be left with very little health left. But this second run should secure us our mission for for doing this without using any support items. I mean, you can bring support memories, because I'm pretty sure Dokkan doesn't class them as support items for some reason, even though they literally have the word support in. I know they're not considered support items, but they are basically the same functionality. But we are doing some good damage to Goku right now. Why couldn't that be an additional super? Why'd you have to take it away from me, Dokkan? Why couldn't that be an additional super? Why are you making this longer than it needs to be? Get bitch slapped with that energy beam from Golden Frieza.
You must die by my hand, Saiyan. Pussy, that is what you are. Taking all these critical hits. Even on my normals, you're getting hit with critical hits.
Cool, baby transforming. We get that extra dodging. I mean, it's a bit late for him to start stacking because we're basically almost done. But I mean, at least he does have type advantage. So that's going to come in handy at doing some extra damage. I think Omega's domain is gone, but it's fine because we could just pop another one. Yeah, we could just pop another one. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Pop another one. And I don't think anyone else is going to get a look in because we've lowered Goku's defense a lot. But then not only that as well, we have got the active skill of Rose and Zamasu. And you know I'm going to do Zamasu's because it does so much damage, especially with the domain up. And he's alive, but barely. But barely. Let's slide you in slot 1 because we know you'll be able to tank it, especially with the type advantage, especially after the active skill and the domain being up. And then this should be the no item run, done and dusted. No super attack either. Yeah, we're done. We are done. Again, if you're struggling, split the missions up. It will be much, much easier to do. And there we go, guys. Stage 5 completed. Both missions cleared. All we now have left is stage number 6 and all the missions that do go with it. So let me know how you find it down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Have a great day. And post.